Hello, grade 10. This is Miss Brianna, your English teacher from Knowledge Private School. So in yesterday's lesson, Paymon discussed the grammar from this lesson. Today, we will complete this, and this from page 11 in your student book. Previously, we read these emails between Bahar and Haval. Bahar and Haval. Remember, Haval is Kurdish, but Haval lives in America. He has a cousin, Bahar, in Kurdistan, and he wants to visit Bahar and be friends with Bahar. This is Haval playing basketball. This is Haval with his family, and this is Bahar with his family at a waterfall. If you didn't see this video, go back and watch it, because now we're going to discuss the content from these emails. So we can see here some questions. Number 1, where does Haval live? Where does Haval live? We know that Haval lives in Kurdistan. Number 2, how do Haval and Bahar's fathers sometimes communicate? How do Haval and Bahar's fathers sometimes communicate? Well, we have this first email, second email, third email. It's in the second email when Bahar talks to Haval, he says, I know our dads often call and sometimes write. Call on the phone and sometimes write, perhaps write emails or letters. Number 3, where do Bahar and her family always go in the spring? So Bahar and her family always go to the waterfalls in the spring. Number 4, what did she nearly do last time? In the second email, Bahar is talking about her time at the waterfall, and she says, last time I nearly fell in the water. Number 5, what happened in Haval's big basketball match last month? He sent a picture that his dad took, and later we see that they won the game 21-18, and he scored 3 of the baskets in the game. Okay, finally, number 6, how did Haval's father find the best route to Kurdistan? When it talks about a route, it's talking about the plane. So how did he find the best route? He looked on the internet. That's the best way to find information now. Look on the internet. Practice reading these questions and answering them for yourself. We can skip this for now. Part 3, find the correct meaning. In email 1, it says, P.S. Dad took it. What did Dad take? Did Dad take the ball or the photo? Take a look at the email. Here it says, P.S. I'm the one with the ball. Dad took it. What is it referring to? It's actually not referring to the ball. It's talking about the photo. Dad took the photo. He had the ball, but Dad took the photo. Let's look at part C. Read and speak. Who might say what? So let's match these with these. Who might say what? Here it says Haval's sisters, Haval's father, Bahar's father, or Bahar's brother. Listen to A. My sister was on a rock by the water, and the rock suddenly moved. She nearly fell in, but luckily I was able to catch her arm. Who do you think said this? Let's read the next one. B. We want to go to Soleimani like him, but Mom and Dad said no. They say maybe we can all see them next year. Who do you think said this? Let's read C. Our parents were very sad when he went abroad. We all were, and we used to talk about him a lot. We used to read his letters again and again. D. I didn't used to call home much because it was very difficult, but I often used to write. I still sometimes write, but more often I call them now, and I hope to see them again soon too with the whole family. So who do you think said A? Well, we know it's somebody that was with Bahar. So was it Bahar's father or was it Bahar's brother? This says, our parents were very sad when he went abroad. We all were. We used to talk about him. So this is somebody that's still in Kurdistan. So this is not Haval's sisters, not Haval's father. They're in America. So A is probably Bahar's brother because he says, my sister. C is probably Bahar's father because it talks about Bahar's father being sad when Bahar's brother went abroad. Abroad means to travel. So we can write A here, C here. What about B? This says we, so we know it's more than one person. Haval's father, this is one person, but Haval's sisters, this is two people. So we know that B is Haval's sisters. You can write B here. And D talks about writing home and wanting to see the whole family. This is referring to Haval's father, so you can write D here. Now let's read these one more time. I say and you repeat. A. My sister was on a rock by the water, and the rock suddenly moved. She nearly fell in, but luckily I was able to catch her arm. B. We want to go to Suleimani like him, but Mom and Dad say no. They say maybe we can all see them next year. C. Our parents were very sad when he went abroad. We all were, and we used to talk about him a lot. We used to read his letters again and again. D. I didn't used to call home much because it was very difficult, but I often used to write. I still sometimes write, but more often I call them now. And I hope to see them again soon too, with the whole family. This one uses a lot of adverbs of frequency. Remember, these are the adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. They talk about how much something happens. Adverbs of frequency. Here we see used to. This means it only happened in the past, before now. Often, maybe 50%, often, 50% of the time. Sometimes, maybe 25% of the time. We can see here, used to, used to. Used to refers to something that happened in the past but now does not happen. Let's look at this section. In email 2, paragraph 3, it says, I'm sending you a picture of our last family picnic there. What is there referring to? Take a look at email 2, paragraph 3. So this is email 2, paragraph 3. It says, I'm sending you a picture of our last family picnic there. What is there referring to? Is it referring to Kurdistan or is it referring to Ahmadawa? it's referring to Ahmadawa, the beautiful waterfalls there. Very good. So in email 2, paragraph 3, I'm sending you a picture of our last family picnic there. It's referring to B, Ahmadawi. In email 3, paragraph 1, it says, this is exciting. What is exciting? Is making contact with Bahar exciting or planning the trip to Kurdistan? Let's look at email 3, paragraph 1. Email 3, paragraph 1. It says, this is exciting. What is this is exciting referring to? Is it referring to these emails or is it referring to a trip to Kurdistan? Well, it is probably referring to the trip because these 3 sentences before it are talking about coming to Kurdistan, about finding a route, about talking to the parents. And this is very exciting. This refers to B, planning the trip to Kurdistan. So we often use words like there, this, or here, it. This is referring to information that came before. So you need to make sure you read carefully so you know what information comes before. Okay, so Ms. Payman will review this grammar and this grammar with you. For your homework, please complete page 5 in your activity book. First, you will write the past simple forms. Remember, this is regular, where we just add ed, and this is irregular. This is the word ask. Write ask here, past tense, asked. We write it here because it's regular, it ends with ed. What about be? The verb be is not regular, it's irregular. So we have be in the present, was in the past. Was or were. All right, pause the video to complete this, and then I'll show you the answers. Okay, so I hope you had a chance to put in all of your answers. Okay, so these are the answers to part 3 in your homework. Here are the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. Remember, a verb is regular when we simply add ed to make it past tense. It's irregular if it's completely different. Repeat after me. Ask, asked. Look, looked. Move, moved. Score, scored. Hope, hoped. Look, looked. Visit, visited. Wait, waited. These are the irregular verbs. Be, was. Leave, left. Make, made. Take, took. Come, came. Go, went. Send, sent. Write, wrote. So these are from this section and this section. These are from this section and this section. Finally, also complete the rest of this page here. Perry is giving wrong information. Haval is correcting the information. It says, Dad left Suleimani 10 years ago. Oh no, that's not true. No, he didn't leave Suleimani 10 years ago. He left Suleimani 20 years ago. Now remember, if we're speaking in negative past tense, we use this one, didn't. And when we use didn't, the following verb is in the present tense. But if it's a positive statement, then we use the past tense, left. So you can see here, didn't leave is the negative. We have negative didn't, present tense leave. Here it's positive, past tense left. Leave is the present, left is the past. Left. Let's look at number 2. He moved to Canada. Did he move to Canada? Let's look at the email here. Did he move to Canada? No, he moved to America. So you will write, no, he didn't move to Canada, present tense move. He moved to America. Past tense, moved. Number 3 says, Haval was born in New York. Is this true? Let's take a look at the email. Where was Haval born? San Francisco. Haval, no. It says, no, I wasn't born in New York. I was born in San Francisco. So here we have a case, because it's the to be verb, we have wasn't for the past, was for the past, and wasn't for the past negative, was for the past positive. Okay, let's look at number 4. Harry says Bahar wrote the first email. Did Bahar write the first email? No, Haval wrote the first email. So number 4, we would say no, Bahar didn't write the first email. Didn't and then present tense, write. Haval wrote the first email. Past tense, wrote. So because it's negative, we use didn't, and then write is in the present tense. And then here, because it's a positive statement, we say wrote, which is in the past tense. Number 5, Bahar fell in the water. No, Bahar didn't fall in the water. Didn't fall in the water. Number 6, Haval sent our family photo with his first email. No, Haval didn't send his, no, we could say no, I didn't send our family photo with the first email. I sent it with the third email. I sent it with the third email. Here we have didn't send. Didn't is the past, send is in present because it's a negative statement. We know it's negative because it says no. This is a positive statement, so we just have the past tense of sent. Complete this and then complete part 5 grammar by writing the past tense form of each of these words. So what's the past tense for come? Came. So write came here. What about the past tense for what and do? Well, it's a question. The past tense would be not what do, but what did you do? In part 3, it says Haval, where study? We could say, where did you study? Number 4, it says Haval, how long be? We could say, how long were you? So he's asking all these questions to his parents. Try to finish part 5 on your own, and then we will correct it in the live class. If you have further questions, bring them to the Zoom class as well. Review these emails if you have more questions. Complete this and this from page 5 in your activity book. And thank you again for joining me today. Goodbye, everyone.